Hi, this would be a third video in the series which I am making only on non-conformity and how you should take care of the non-conformity. The first one was what type of different non-conformities were there. The link I'll be giving you in the description, that is for the first video. The second video which was published is for how to respond to any non-conformance, and today's video would be a video where we would be understanding how a non-conformity needs to be closed, or rather what should be your verification point to just understand whether the non-conformity is been closed or not. So let us head in. By the way, if you haven't subscribed my channel, do subscribe my channel, because I would be coming out with a very fantastic kind of videos which you will never see with any other channel, hopefully, because I would be deep diving into all that minute points or minute things which will keep your business afloat. So this is the biggest time where you are saving every penny, and the saving of every penny would be through defining proper systems at your place, and that would make your profit increase less than that. So let's head on to the mind map to understand in great detail on how you should be focusing on the non-conformity and how you should be ensuring that non-conformity through any source can be closed, or is it closed or not. As a management, you need to verify whether the non-conformities are closed or not. So let's go into the mind map. This is the mind map on understanding of how to ensure that the non-conformity is closed. Let me increase this and bring it here. So here it is written how to ensure that the non-conformity is closed, which is a primary level and a secondary level which is defined further. So let's first understand the primary level. As a management, what exactly you need to ensure, or how, which points you would touch base upon when you want to ensure that a non-conformity is being closed. So these are all the points. Let me now reduce it. So the first point where you will be focusing is the correction done? Now every non-conformity is raised based on the evidence which is received, or based on the evidence which they see. Could be internal auditor, could be external auditor, or even the customer, or even a legal point of view, anything. So the first thing is you need to understand if the correction is done. That means, is the point which is raised with the references is closed or not. Okay, so let me give you an example. Let's say in the customer audit, a customer raises a non-conformance that your machines which he saw in his visit are not having guards on the wheels. Okay, the guard on the wheels. It is a very small non-conformity as per you, but he has some other thing to say. Now, if he says that way, what he is looking at or what he is seeing is possibly there could be some accidents at your place if the wheel does not have a guard. Okay, so this is the non-conformity. So which machine has he looked at? What is the location of that belt or the wheel which is open? Was the guard there in the previous condition and it is not there? All this verification is done by your staff. Now they have told you that, sir, to close this non-conformity, we need to prepare or fabricate something which closes that wheel or the belt. Okay, so you sanction a small amount where the thing gets fabricated and it is fitted. So the non-conformity correction, correction is whether the shield or the fabricated part is been put on that wheel, and the wheel is now safe. Nobody will be injured, or there will not be any accident with that machine only. Okay, that becomes your correction. Okay, so let's head down to the mind map again. So this is where the correction is done. Now, let us say correction is the closure of any non-conformity is stated non-conformity is called as correction. Now, in this case, the stated non-conformity was there are no guards on for the wheels of machine A, only that much, right? So now there are guards on machine A is a correction. So the correction is done. Okay. Now Now we go to the root cause identification. Parallelly, it is done by your staff. So when you say root causes identified, you need to ensure the root causes are well identified. Now, while finding the root cause, you need to understand, the view should be 360 degrees, or even, if not 360, at least 180 degrees of view. That means how many machines are such in our premises which are without guards? How many machines are such which we use it almost every day? Okay, so all these things needs to be find out. So these are one of the root causes. The second point on root causes is why the guards are not there on the wheels of every machine. Is the machine came to your premises when it was purchased with guards or with no guards? Was the guards as a spare part included with the machinery when you purchased? So all these things becomes your root causes. It will go, n number of root causes, and then for each root cause you need to make closure. So that means how the root causes are closed. So some root causes may be having immediate closure. That is, if the part is fabricated within 7 days, the eighth day it should get installed on the machine on which we got an NC, right? So the correction is done, right? Now the root causes. How many machines are such where there are no guards? So count those machines, ask the fabricator to fabricate the same part for every machine which we have. Also inspect the machine which has guards but they are ruined, they are toned off, they are rusted. So everything, if this is the condition, then you have to replace the guards. Okay, so some closures for root causes can be immediate. Some closures would need some time to get closed. So you also need to ensure that whether all the root causes, the list of all the root causes, how much timeline your people have given to closure of any root cause. So based on that, you need to ensure that in your daily, weekly, quarterly, monthly and fortnightly meeting that the root causes are getting completed and closed, right? So that becomes your, verification of non-conformity closure. One more thing is, if there are any changes in the machine, if there are any changes in the operation of the machine, where people or the operators or the staff need to be trained, you need to train that staff on how the machine needs to be operated now. If there is no required thing, it is not required to impart training. But in many cases, the non-compliance is such where the training needs to be imparted, because you need to increase the knowledge and understanding level of each and every employee, right? Then you should also ensure if it is related to material. That is, let's say for example, in the same case which we talked previously, that is, if the guards were there, where are those guards? And the machine which have guards, whether those guards are still in good condition or not. So that means you are verifying the material. If it is rusted, if it is broken, if it is worn out, if that condition is not good, you have to take a decision whether you can fabricate the same part or you need to procure another part with the same shape, size, and configuration. That itself is one more point in ensuring the verification of material. So that also goes into non-conformity closure point. Secondly, if a machine needs to be completely changed, let's say you have to replace some machine, those are old machines and you need to now purchase new machine. This could be the NC trigger for purchase of new machines. Of course, this purchase of new machine can be on a phased wise manner also. So the non-conformity will not get closed if there is any purchase involved and it is not done up till now, right? So, or otherwise, if you want to keep a data of the machine, that is how much worn out condition is there, can we pull on for next 6 months with the same guard, and then we can fabricate so that your money is not getting blocked. So everything is related to your money, what you are spending, because closure of any non-conformity is also directly proportional to some investment at your place, right? So there is one more root cause, and the last one is in case if the method is changed. Now, which method will change? If you have changed guards of around 6 machines, where you identified as out of few machines, 6 machine guards are changed. Now these guards should remain in good condition over a period of time, so you will ensure that your maintenance people have changed their procedure to maintain the guard or clean the guard from inside as well as from the outside, uh, every week once. If that is the case, you also ensure that you have the method is changed, and when the method is changed, the training needs to be imparted because there is a method. So if there are material verification is increased, training needs to be imparted. If there is extra machine data needs to be kept, training is imparted. If any document needs to be changed or it is changed because we have to close the NC, the training is imparted. So all these things comes under the how to ensure non-conformity and if it is closed. And the last part is in the internal audit, ask the auditors to audit closure of that NC. So you may have more than one NC in such fashion, but you can ask your auditors to be, or the auditors which you have hired, to keenly audit that place, whether the closure which is done, the root cause identification and the closure and the corrective action which is done are adequately implemented. So all this thing comes under the point which is how to ensure that a non-conformity is closed. Now, when you ensure that your non-conformity is closed in such a fashion, I don't see any reason why a same non-conformity gets cropped up after some months, because you will also be doing some changes in your audit report or the checklist for audit which you will be preparing. So every internal audit should have a checklist. That is, it is a thumb rule. So if that checklist does not have points to ensure the closure of this NC or similar NCs, you can add and you can change your audit report to include such kind of points where we need to verify in each audit whether the NC is successfully closed with corrective actions or not. This was today's topic, and let me know what is your views on how to close any non-conformity. If you have encountered any non-conformity at your place, in your internal audit or in your external audit or in your client audit, mention that in the comments column and I will be responding to you. I just need details of what is the non-conformity, and I can guarantee you that I would definitely respond to any query from you, which will ensure that your non-conformity is closed. If you have liked today's video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and wait for my another video. I am Saurabh Vidwas, and I am a quality management consultant with 11 years of experience on three different standards, that is ISO 9001, ISO 14001, and ISO 45001. For this video, whatever mind map I have prepared, the PDF of that mind map and the link for that PDF is given in the description. You can download the mind map for your references, as well as if you are willing to join the group, we have a Facebook group which is created. The link is there in the description. We have a Telegram group where I announce different things. So the link for Telegram group is also there below. You can join us. So best of luck to you all, and see you in the internal group.